Yeah, that helps.
So how's it going?
Going good here. Just packaging deodorant. That's
Oh,
exciting.
so there's a
Yeah.
lot of money. There's a lot of money in that, huh?
I've actually found a couple old.
No, 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 no. We're live. You can
Oh,
give away a
you're.
bolo. Yeah, you can give away a
Hey,
bolo.
whatever. There's a
Unless
crap.
unless that's what you want to do, that's up to you.
Anyway, add-ons. Oh, okay. I guess there is that little light thing there.
Yeah. Uh, yes, I didn't even think about looking at that stuff. But I mean, I guess that's how you're making money then. If
I don't know. I'm trying to diversify. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
okay. What? Okay. Oh, okay. I see what happened. I still have my YouTube link open, so it's echoing everything back.
Uh,
Oh,
that'll
okay.
do it.
Yeah. Um, Mike, man, did you get all that stuff out, shipped out? Oh, okay. He said, hold that thought.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to find which screen. I had like 5 screens up, so I'm trying to find the unmute button on the YouTube channel. I was like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, was that okay? I still had it open too, so I don't know.
No, I got half of that done. Not all of that was mine. Half of that was another guy's.
Okay.
I was on it with, so we did a co-op deal on that. But yeah, dude, it's a good chunk of change on that one.
I bet, man. That was
On your pallet,
exciting.
What's up?
that big old pallet drop you had.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. The cool thing about that pallet drop is he's the only one that can sell that stuff.
Oh,
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really awesome. One of these days I'll get into that when I have a little extra cash.
Yeah. I think for right now, like we're gonna focus on thrifting. Like I've actually got Jessica pumped up about it as well too. And
Nice.
and these online garage sale sites that are on Facebook. I mean, like I found a good deal today on one, and I'm actually gonna buy it from somebody tomorrow. It's like 8 different things, and I'm gonna get it for like $20. Uh, only one of the item in that is new, but I mean everything. That's what I was asking today about. The toy category. I mean, it's like one of the items is like a kid computer and like a leapfrog computer, I think.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's I mean that one thing alone will pay for everything plus give me profit. So that's why I wanted to buy it, and that's why I was asking everybody in the group about selling collectible, and just wanted to get people's input on if they've sold stuff collectible. Mike said he sold some collectible.
Yeah, I've sold a lot of collectible actually. I've sold a lot of Nerf guns collectible. You just gotta make sure they work. You know, you could just make sure everything works. Board games and stuff like that, you could sell. But
Yeah, that just makes me like I find tons of board games, but you have to go through it and see if every single piece is there.
Did you see my post on my wall about
Yes,
my
I did. Yeah,
this
that's
board game, and it was full of pencils and erasers and pencil sharpeners and glue.
yeah. I won't buy a puzzle unless it's new though. But uh, but like board games, like I don't know. I can't see myself going through Goodwill and spending 10 minutes checking every piece of that, see if everything's there.
You know what? I didn't do that. yesterday, and I got like 9 or 10 of them for $9. I found what was it? Oh, Disney, Seen It,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh
it's
yeah,
I paid like $1.50. It's
that's
selling
awesome.
over $60 brand new. So
Yeah, we see Sandra's in the chat. She said her profit margins are much higher on collectibles on eBay. Uh, yeah, I mean, I'm more focused on Amazon. Of course, you guys know I don't sell on eBay, so that doesn't really work for me. But I mean, other people that are still on eBay.
well, what about just getting a?
Well, she has an eBay account. Just, I mean, I like the whole thing with FBA where I don't have to ship it myself. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I
Yeah.
got into FBA, because I think that that way we can go on vacation or we can go do things without having to rush home and send it out, within a day or two. So
Yeah, but that's what's good about Joe Lister.
Joe List, yeah, you tell me about that. Um,
Yeah, Joe Lister will will automate your whole eBay business.
so you can do the multi-channel fulfillment and stuff.
Yeah, it does it by itself. So like everything that I have on Amazon, minus my books, I have on eBay. So it's selling I have 10 Bonanzas on top of that. So
Yeah.
but Bonanza's kind of slow with updating because I sold something on Bonanza today I sold on Amazon yesterday, and I kind of canceled that order. So that's the only thing that sucks about Bonanza.
Chris, I finally got onto Bonanza.
Did you?
Yeah. I had 85 orders yesterday.
Holy man!
I'm only kidding.
I was about to say, man.
I haven't had any orders yet.
People say.
No, I haven't had any orders yet.
Andrea says she puts her kids on finding and counting all the pieces in the games. That's a good idea.
Oh.
In the chat. Yeah. I mean, that is smart. But I mean, I got a 3 and a 6-year-old, so I just tell how they help me is like when we go like to Goodwills and stuff. I'm like, look for anything with plastic on it.
Sometimes you'll find your best stuff through them.
Yeah. They found me. They actually found that game that I showed on Goodwill on my Periscope the other day. That Shut the Box game. It's brand new. I think it's like a $30 profit. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna stock up my because I'm gonna do nothing but thrifting this week when I get time. So I'm gonna stock up all week long on thrifting items because Sunday ends the cutoff for the pay period. So I'm just gonna wait until Monday to get everything shipped out. So that way I can have a nice shipment. Even all those books that I found, I got those listed, but I don't want to ship it out because I mean that's gonna be pretty heavy and.
Well, you know what, Chris? That could be part of your cardio. Because aren't you starting a diet?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I've got everything listed, but I don't know, man. I'll get it all out. I'm gonna do exercise and stuff after the hangout.
How many thrift stores do you got in your area, Chris? The only thing about thrift stores is like you have to kind of travel. If you're gonna do any type of volume.
Well, I'm like 10 miles from downtown Dallas, so I mean Dallas is huge, and I mean like within 50 miles of me, I printed out a thing today. There's about 60 stores.
How many thrift stores?
So, I mean that's the list I printed out. It didn't have any Goodwills on there, so I think it's just these people that pay them to advertise on their website. Right. I mean, there's probably tons more.
Right.
We have a lot in Dallas. So like I was thinking about going and talking to these people, and chumming them up a little bit and try to find out a little bit when they buy those shipments or get those shipments in and stuff. And that way I can make a schedule of what days to go what places, and and just go hit them up. My schedule is changing. My job, I'm dropping down to 40 hours finally. October 1st, I'm going to drop down to 40 hours instead of 50. So I'm going to try to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday be at these thrift shops at 9 a.m. and
What
get
do you work?
stuff.
Do you work Monday through Friday?
Yeah, I work Monday through Friday right now, and sometimes the weekend if I need to. But yeah, I'm going to drop that down, and I'm going to have more time to spend on this because I do want to do this full time, and that job is taking time away from me to go out to thrift shops and build relationships with these people. I know the place that's right by my job that I go thrifting out. They just want to get the stuff sold and gone. They price their stuff that way as well. I mean, like that PlayStation game I got last week and those brand new CDs, I got them all for 30 cents a piece.
Nice.
Do you do any thrifting, Mike?
Well, not as much anymore, but my whole business was pretty much based off of thrifting and garage sales and pawn shops. But I started getting into retail arbitrage more, and I'm really deep into wholesale right now. So that's my main.
How did your shipment go? I saw you posted a whole bunch of boxes you got in. How'd that go?
It's half done.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but see, Mike, that thrifting that you used to do, it got you to where you are now.
Yeah.
I remember
my budget for thrifting was, what was it, $500 a month, and I just keep it that. And I mean, you can fill up your car with $100. Thing is, you need to find the good shops. You need to find what stores have 50% off. Certain watch days and stuff like that. So just rotate.
Yeah. Hey Travis, how's it going, buddy?
Good, Chris. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Hey, did you used to do any thrifting at all? Well, you still do?
Yeah, I did. I actually went to Goodwill today. It was a bust, but I went to Goodwill today and went to Walmart as well, and they were both kind of busts. But went to you got to be prepared to go into a store and walk out empty-handed.
Yeah.
You got to be prepared to spend a bunch, but you got to be able to walk out empty-handed as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I know when I'm at a thrift store, if I don't find anything, I'm like, I'll look at every single thing that I can to try to find something to sell. But yeah, I've noticed that there was a place that we went to the other day, which I did find a couple things there, but it took me literally me walking out of the store to see this item over in the corner, and then I picked it up. But I'm just, I'm starting to get a whole new respect for it, and like I was telling Mike, we have tons of them in the Dallas area, and there's actually a couple of websites dedicated to informing people where all the thrift shops are in Dallas.
Do you guys ever do any like estate sales?
My wife went when we used to sell on eBay. She actually went to an estate sale once, and they were a big NASCAR fan, and they had these like flags, like I guess these big old flag banners of the drivers, and she found some of like Dale Jr. and Jeff Gordon, and they're like, yeah, I'll take 50 cents for that, and she gets it home, and the thing sells for $30 on eBay.
Yeah, I've personally found that estate sales can be the most profitable, and have some of the most well kept items when compared.
That's true.
People are just kind of lazy when it comes to taking stuff to the thrift store sometimes.
What's the good way to try to find out some of those? Just go online and type up in your area, or how would you go about it?
there's a website for garage sales, and then which I'll find right now for you, and then there's definitely Craigslist. Craigslist, there's always adverts for estate sales and garage sales, and I'd stick with the estate sales that are put on by companies that are being held by being facilitated by companies rather than the
And what do you
individual.
just go on Craigslist? I don't really use Craigslist that much, but you would just go on Craigslist and just type up estate sales?
Yeah, and in the for sale category, type in estate sales, or just I'd just do it in the general search right at the very beginning, and then I think it's let me find that correct website.
Well, I know also like cities. I don't know about where you guys live. Like with us, like we have to register with the city if we're going to do a garage sale. So a lot of
Well,
times, if you go,
you need a permit usually, something
yeah.
like that.
So a lot of times, like you just go to that city. If you go to the website, it'll give you the whole list of everybody who registered for garage sales.
Yeah, well, if you go to gsailor.com, I think it is.
Yeah, that's it, Mike. Thank you so much.
Gsailor.com, it works better on your iPhone app to find the best garage sales because you could actually do keyword research as well on the Gsailor to find out. Like, say you're looking for video games, just type in video games, and then it'll tell you all the people who are selling video games in your area in the garage sale. And for estate sales, you want to go to, I think it's estatesales.net, I want to say. And then you just pick your state and then your county.
Do they usually have them on weekends, like garage sales, or that's any time during the week? Estate sales.
It's usually Friday, Saturdays, and
No,
Sunday.
I mean estate sales.
Estate sales are weekly, like Monday through Fridays or Saturdays, even Sundays actually. You'll probably do better during the week when everyone's at work and stuff like that.
Because I have a business, and it's usually mostly on the weekends is when I do most of it, so I don't really get a chance to go to garage sales.
Try to hit the estate sales before Sunday if you can. Like try to go on Saturday, because on Sunday is when they've marked everything down, which I know sounds appealing, but they've marked it all down because that's all that's left. And
all the good stuff is gone.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
See, that gives me information because I thought that they only did it on the weekend. I didn't know they do it throughout the week too. The estate sales.
Yeah, estate sales are during the week as well. You're probably better going off during the week. That's where you get all the good stuff.
Dean. Dean's at Target, I guess. He just did his Periscope.
I have to admit, he does the best, aside from you, Chris, he does the best Periscopes. He's so animated when he's at a store. It's very, I mean, he gives you a lot of information, but it's also entertaining, too.
Yeah. Let's see. In the chat, we got, my aunt has become friends with a couple that does estate sales. She always gets to look first, and they always get a discount off when she buys. So it's a good idea to friend the people running it. So that might be a good idea to just, maybe if people post. I didn't even try looking at it this way. If you can see if there's on Facebook, a lot of people will make an event for it as well, and maybe find out who's hosting it and get a hold of them and.
I'm sure there's probably a
group. Hey, let me peek
well.
at some of your items.
There's got to be. I'm sure there's a group on Facebook.
Yeah. Like that's how I sold something yesterday. Like it was an item that I was going to ship off next week, but I was like, well, let me just post it in this group and see if I can sell it. And I mean, within a day, it was sold.
Hey, you know what? Bonanza, they sent me I checked off the thing where you can get listed, like in Google. There's an extra percentage you pay. Did you do that, Chris?
No.
Because I got a thing from Google saying you're now in our search engine under X.
Yeah, they'll put you in. I think they take like an extra % or something like that.
Yeah, it was a little bit extra. That was the only drawback.
No, I mean, to me, I just have the Bonanza, as another platform. Like I don't even pay attention to it unless I see an email that I sold something. And I've sold There's actually a pending transaction right now with somebody. Mike, have you done any international shipping on Bonanza?
About what?
Done any international shipping?
Well, yeah, I sell on Amazon. I sell on. I just sold 2 things in Canada today. On
On Bonanza. Well, how's the shipping compare? Do they charge a lot more to ship it?
Are you talking about what, FBA or
He's
Bonanza?
talking about Bonanza.
Bonanza.
Oh, Bonanza? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about Bonanza. Sorry.
No, because FBA, you have to ship that through Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ship directly to the warehouse in Canada. So.
How do you know what to ship to? I mean, how did you know what to ship to Canada? Because obviously the market's different. Did you get any information, or what do you know?
I have a category ranking sheet for Canada as well, and then I also do I check it myself manually just to see what the rankings are.
Yeah.
You know, it's exact same thing, just a smaller market. So you want to limit your Canadian and UK merchandise. You want to limit your SKUs. Like, you know, here in America you have 300 different SKUs. You want to limit your SKUs when you send over there, because you pretty much want to send replans and stuff like that. Well, right now the UK, you could sell Star Wars in the UK, but for everyone here in the US, it's gated. You can't sell it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
are the fees the same for when they charge you for after 6 months? Is that the same thing, or is it different?
Yeah, as far as I know, as for Canada, it is. I'm not too sure about the UK, but for Canada, it is the same.
How is that working out for you? Is it working?
It's slow. It's slow. Canada, it's really slow, but it has its ups and downs. You know, like 1 month I'll do super good, and then next month it's super slow. But yeah, right now I'm working on getting my VAT.
So we're going to have OA X-Ray put some Canadian stores on there now, right?
I mean, you just pretty much mirror the top sellers in America.
Yeah.
You just mirror that for your Canadian account and make sure it sells, because usually it'll sell for twice as much it is in Canada.
Because they emailed me a while back about doing that, and I opened up an account, but I just haven't done it yet. So.
There's no competition.
What were you saying about it also, Mike? You have to open up a bank with Canada too?
Yeah, you need to open up a Canadian bank account, and then I highly recommend opening up a World First bank account, which is your go-to. So what happens is your World First bank account will open up a Canadian bank account for you. So when you get your disbursement from Canada, it'll go to your Canadian bank account, and then World First will transfer your money from your Canadian bank account to your American bank account. So it seems like a lot, and it seems like a headache, but it's not super easy. And then they
when I'm ready, I know who I'm going to.
Yeah, because I mean,
have you guys heard the big announcement?
Go ahead, Travis.
Have you heard the big announcement?
What's that?
That we can all start selling toys to Mexico tomorrow?
Yeah, I was actually on the phone with Amazon today about it, actually.
Like from the U.S. warehouses?
No, you have to merchant fulfill them.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like the Wild West for a good couple of months.
Yeah, I don't know what the business is like in Mexico.
Dude, just sell American coffee and stuff like that, dude. Stuff they can't get.
Right. Well, there's some people with a lot of money in Mexico. There's also some people with no money, but there's some people with a lot of money in Mexico City.
Are they more lenient as to what's restricted here? Is it restricted there too?
They're just opening certain categories at a time. So, like right now, they've just opened up toys and games, and that's of like I don't know, maybe of like 2 a.m. Eastern tonight.
But you got a merchant fulfill it. You can't send it to FBA.
Right.
Oh.
Well, you're gonna pay more for shipping, but that's all.
Right.
I mean, you could use the post office or UPS, even FedEx for that though.
Right, and I talked to UPS about it today, and if your Amazon account is connected to UPS, you get a 37% savings, and so
Is it hard? I haven't done that because I just go right through Amazon to print out my UPS. Is it hard to connect your UPS to Amazon?
no, that's super easy. That's a click of a couple buttons.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
the way
something to think about.
just call them and tell them that you're an Amazon seller, and they'll give you that discount. That's
Okay.
what I do.
Should I tell them I know you, Mike?
No, but DHL does the same thing as well.
Yeah.
And didn't you say they give you the labels too?
Yeah, you'll get your shipping labels free from UPS.
You can get them free right now.
Oh yeah.
So, is it the same ones though? Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Free is free. So
Yeah.
that's
So can you go into the store and ask them for it, like the UPS store?
no. You're gonna be no. Have you ever checked their rates?
No.
Don't. They're very expensive. You don't want to. Stick to Walmart or for boxes, Home Depot, Lowe's.
No. I'm talking about the shipping labels.
No, everything they sell in that store is not cheap.
No, you need to order it online. It only takes
Yeah.
like a day and a half.
Yeah.
To get it.
You're getting it. You're getting it
You
from
order it
UPS.
on Monday, you'll get it by like Wednesday. It's quick.
Hey, Travis, you should be on here more often. Every time you come on here, it's like you've already said 2 really good things so far.
Well, thank you, Barry. I appreciate that.
And I know I saw what you wrote, how you didn't want to be talking too much, let other people talk. But when you speak, good stuff comes out.
You speak, we listen.
Yeah. And he's so laid back too. It's like you don't expect it. He's so laid back, and all of a sudden, it's like what comes out of his mouth. It's like the gospel almost, But no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it though.
No,
Profit
not
trap.
to help.
Speaking of the gospel, Chris, did you notice after I said I would pray for you got 2 sales yesterday? Did you notice that?
Yes, I did.
So,
That was
good.
awesome, dude. Yeah, because I was in bad shape, dude. I've been doing some praying too, but finally it did, and I got 4 sales today, so
Great.
I'm excited. And then all that big shipment that I did last week, it's at the city now. It's at those cities, so hopefully tomorrow all that will come live. I'm hoping. It's $1,800 worth, so we'll see what happens. And then I have another probably almost $1,000 worth of stuff here and sitting in my office, but I'm gonna wait to ship that out. That's
For
another
what?
thing what I want to talk about, because my disbursement right now is not that much because they took the fees out, and then there's some other then all the stuff. It cost me like $60 to ship all that stuff. So with the Amazon, I mean that took $100 out. So I'm just waiting and building up this because I'm gonna go thrifting.
one good way
I'm
to
gonna go
look at it.
thrifting.
One good way to look at it though, if you were to actually ship that using UPS directly, you'd probably pay close to double, maybe even more. I mean, their shipping rates are really good on Amazon. They really
No,
are.
I know. I always use UPS, but I don't want it coming out of my disbursement. I'd rather start fresh next week and get all the stuff shipped. Get all the stuff shipped out.
Unfortunately, we have to play by their rules, Chris. But,
Well, no, I can ship the stuff anytime I want. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. No, I mean they take the money out though. You can't really do much about that.
Yeah. So I'd rather them take the money out, next week, so I can use every bit of my disbursement to hit up. I mean, I think for the next few weeks I'm gonna do nothing but thrift shops and Goodwill.
You guys went nuts that day that you had your disbursement. I remember looking at the pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, and I was happy, but then again I was a little bit upset because I think we spent like $300 on on retail arbitrage, and I'm sitting there, and we only spent I think maybe $45 on thrifting, and that $45 in thrifting was almost half of what that $300 was doing retail arbitrage. So I just want to get it built up. So that's what we're going to focus on. And plus these items that I'm going to find thrifting this week, I'm going to also post those on these online garage sale sites. So I can try to get those sold before then anyway, and I don't have to worry about FBA fees and all that stuff. And then have more cash to go and get more thrifting stuff. So that's my plan right now. I don't want them taking another $50 out for shipping. I know we got to pay it, but I'd rather pay it next week. But that's what I want to talk to you guys about the shipping. Do you guys do stuff like that, or you just? Well, I guess Travis, you're at a level now that it doesn't really affect you.
Well, it
But
affects me,
like,
man.
I know it affects you, but I mean, you're shipping. I guess it does. You're shipping 600 items a week. So I mean how much a week do you spend on shipping?
I would have to look, to be honest with you. Um,
But I mean, do you ever have those times that you're like, well, maybe I'll wait 2 more days to ship the stuff out, so it don't come out of my disbursement?
no,
No.
I just
Travis, maybe you can answer this. I was actually on the phone with Amazon last week, and I'm under the impression when you ship to Amazon, it increases your sales. Now, I know it increases your sales because you're adding to your merchandise, but it also does something to your metrics, too, where when they see you shipping more, they're going to position you so you have more visibility. I heard someone from Amazon actually agreed with me when I asked them that question. What are your thoughts on that?
wow, I've never been asked that question before.
Well, I've only been on here once before with you, that's why.
I have. That's very interesting.
No, because I notice
Um,
when I've had my slowest times, it's because I haven't been shipping. And it's consistent. And I try not to go through that, but for whatever reason, it happens. And it just seems, at least with me, and you know who I was talking to? John T-Rex is his name. You know who he is?
John Grollo, yeah.
Yeah. I joined his group the other day, and he was on the phone with me, and he agreed with me on that.
Yeah, I guess I would tend to agree. I would tend to agree that beating Amazon is more beneficial than not, and not necessarily increasing your visibility. I'm not necessarily comfortable saying that it's increasing your visibility. I'm more comfortable saying that it's
It helps sales.
yeah, it helps sales in that your metrics rise, and that if you have a product that someone is interested in, Amazon will actually place you in the buy box. And they'll do that before your product arrives at the warehouse.
Well,
So
I didn't know that one. That one I didn't know either.
if you have great metrics, if you're hundreds across the board, you're all green squares, everything like that, Amazon will go ahead and they say, okay, we're expecting 12 of these from Barry. We'll go ahead and we'll place him in the buy box because we know we're going to get 12. We know we're at least going to get 10 of these from Barry, and he's never off by more than 2. That's never happened before.
You know what's really funny that you just said that? I have one particular product I sell. It's a supplement, and I usually send them in at 100 a shot. It's not a high-ticketed item. It's maybe $3 profit, but I rely on the volume.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as now I just reminded myself I have to order more. But as soon as it hits their, as soon as I make the shipment, just do the paperwork and print out the label, within hours I see sales of that product coming in. So I'm wondering if what you just said there isn't a correlation between the two. And this is referring back to you, Chris, because you said how you want to hold off shipping. I brought this up because I don't think you should hold off shipping. If you have the money, you need to ship because for some reason it makes a difference. So.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree. I
I
agree
mean,
with Barry, Chris. I think that if your metrics are good and they think that your products are coming in, they'll start selling them. They really will.
And you know what else, Travis? I notice whenever other products like that too, as soon as I print out the label, within hours, and I haven't made a sale in a day or so on a couple things, they start selling again. Like
Mhm.
I just, I've never put two and two together on this one. So I think I guess I raised a question with you, and now you brought up a good point towards that. So the key is just keep shipping as long as you can afford. Ship it in. I
yeah.
guess
I mean,
there's these are my.
I usually do. I usually just keep on shipping. Like I said, I set shipping goals for myself for the month. So,
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you, don't hold back. You just said you try to hold back a
because
couple of
this,
days.
yeah, but I mean, this stuff, even if it gets to the warehouse, it's not going to be there in enough time to sell before my next disbursement. So,
But my
I might as
point,
well put it on my next
Chris,
one.
this might sound stupid, but my point is, when you print out the label, at least for me, it seems to start increasing sales when the labels are printed out. They know. I mean, they have records of this. They know when you're shipping stuff like that. That's my point. I mean, this might sound ludicrous, but it's true for me. I haven't really talked to anyone about this except you guys just now, and I gotta believe it is true to a certain extent.
I don't know, man. I printed stuff out on Wednesday night, staying up all night labeling all my stuff, and I had one sale from Thursday till Sunday. So, and that's sending off 160 items
Well, you
that I
can't
shipped.
quit. You gotta keep moving
Yeah,
forward. You know.
I know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. It's
Well,
just the fact
I
that
know it
this
sounds
stuff's not gonna.
I know it sounds like a fairy tale, but I see it myself firsthand. So I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I just,
Ju- I'm just trying to get.
I know these things will sell, but it won't be on this disbursement. So I might as well send it in where it can be on the next one instead of it taking the shipping. Taking another $50, $60 away from me for shipping it. When I can use that $50, $60 for sourcing.
Where does
With my
most of your stuff go to California?
a lot of it does. Yeah, I just now sent the last couple things I sent. Some of them went to Tampa, one went to Virginia, and then the other ones went to California.
They don't have any
Nope,
distribution in Texas.
they do. They have one 30 minutes from me. I mean, I have not gotten Texas at all.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't gotten Texas, but I don't know. Oh, I wish I would. That would be awesome. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep stocking this stuff up, man, and have an awesome shipment come Monday. It's pretty awesome right now, but it's gonna be even better by then.
Have any of you guys put your Amazon as a business seller yet, or no?
Mine's been that way since day one. You have to remember, I opened my account up. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. Well over 12 years ago, but I was doing merchant fulfillment. Their FBA didn't happen with me until last November, and it's completely different.
I mean, there's like I think there's a different business extension that you can.
Yeah, that's what Mike means. The for the business account. I mean, I don't mean to take words out of Mike's mouth, but as he's taking a sip here, Mike, you mean the business, the specific business accounts, right?
Yeah, well, like under your like a business seller. So under your, if you look at all the listings, you'll see the regular people, and then you'll see yours with business seller on the bottom. So I don't know. I don't know if it's true, but I was told that actually helps you get the buy box.
So how do you do that then?
I don't remember, dude. I just figured out. I don't know. It's through. I know Derek helped me out with it, and me and Derek did it together. So I couldn't tell you how I did it.
I gotta be honest with you. Almost every time I call Amazon now, they've all been very, very helpful. Most of the time, it's outsourced, but even still, the help is fairly good. Sometimes it's hard to understand it, but I've had some good success with it. So maybe I'll just give it. It's just called a business seller account.
Yeah, it's just like Amazon. I think business is in blue, or something like that.
Yeah, your whole Amazon page pretty much changes colors.
Yeah.
So, now you're a business account, so everything you buy on Amazon is now tax-free, all that stuff, and then your seller account now says business seller on the bottom. So.
Well,
I thought I did. You know what? I could have sworn I did. Where would it say? Because I could have sworn I did something like that earlier this year.
Like if you go into your Seller Central.
Right, I'm there right now. I'm looking at the whole.
Now, go to. Hold on. Account.
Oh, to anybody in the chat,
Okay, go to.
it doesn't let me comment back on things you guys say in the chat. I'm using my phone; it won't let me post back. But I am seeing all the comments. So, Mike, I know you comment on back to people. If you can keep replying to them, if they're asking questions.
Like if you're on your Seller Central, go to your settings and then go to account info, and then you have your business. Here's your payment, your business information, then your tax information. I believe it's under tax information. Then you can put your tax ID, all that stuff on there, and then that will turn your account into a business account as a business seller. Something along those lines.
Tax identity information that says validated.
Do you have your tax ID on there already?
I don't remember doing it, but so I would click under edit where it says validate.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I could be lying to you and not knowing it, but it's
So on the left there,
just to be sure. Derek, I know knows for sure, but I'm not, because he's walking me through it. Check out your business address.
Well, it's under my name. It's not under my business name. That much I do know. It says legal business name and it has my name. So.
Okay. I'm trying to find it.
on the left there, Mike, of that same page that you were just on,
Yeah.
it says Amazon Business. Does yours say registered? That's what mine says.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's what that means.
Wait, where would it be? Under seller account information?
So it says your services.
Okay, I see your services. Okay.
And
Selling on Amazon Professional, it says on me.
and there should be, for me, there's a tab, or there's a line that says Amazon Business, and it says registered.
No, mine says not yet registered. Okay, so I have to register. Wonder if I should talk to my accountant first about this.
Okay, we got another question in the chat. How do you know what's going before preparing your shipment? We're still really new, and I find myself thinking we have a good sized shipment, and then they have them sending them different things, different places. Well, most of us I know we use Inventory Lab. I think everybody on this Hangout uses Inventory Lab.
Yep.
So if you're using Inventory Lab, it'll actually, when you're listing your item for your shipment, it'll actually tell you which warehouse it's going to. And like me, I have my items commingled and labelless, but I can choose what item I want to label. So it'll tell me. Also when you list, it'll tell you seller label or no label underneath it. And then that way it helps you divide it up to where they need to go and if it needs to be labeled or not. That's what I do. Did I answer that pretty good for them, or?
I actually don't use Inventory Lab, but it's the same on the Amazon Seller Central
Well,
page.
well, with the Seller Central, like you list all the stuff, and then it splits it up and tells you where things are going. Like Inventory Lab, it tells you as you're doing it. It doesn't tell you after you put everything in. It tells you as soon as you put that item in. It says it's going to this warehouse.
On the Amazon page, it tells you at the end, you get everything listed, you print your labels out. Don't package anything yet because you're not going to find out until the end where everything's going.
Yeah. If you want to use the Amazon without using Inventory Lab, yeah, you can do it like that.
I'm Poe. I can't afford that $50 a month.
I know.
I got to be able to buy my ramen too.
I can barely afford. They make fun of me all the time. I'm such a cheapskate. I mean, look, I'm not even sending off a shipment because I want to save money to get more on my next disbursement. But
You don't even see it when it comes out, man. Come on.
huh?
You don't even see it when the $50 comes out. Just like the Amazon.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, I don't see it, but still. I don't
I
know.
don't think
Maybe I'm gonna
anybody's
change
making
my
fun
mind.
of you or telling you how to run your business. I don't think that's the right thing to do.
No. Everybody has their own way of. Everybody has their own way of running their business, and they know that. They just. I mean, it is kind of funny when someone's so cheap. I mean, I don't even have a scale. I use a bathroom scale to weigh my packages.
Okay, we got to fix that for you, Chris.
Well, Travis, he just started using a tape gun, so give him a
I
chance.
just started using the tape gun, man. Yeah.
And he just got a scanner, so.
Now the scanner should have come after the scale, my friend.
Yeah. See, I haven't made my way to the scale, so there you go. But
There's
I mean,
some really cool scales for not that much. And
yeah, I know. And what makes me mad, like I started doing it like a year ago, and I have a little scale, but it only goes up to 3 pounds, and I spent $25 on that scale. I spent $25 on that scale when I got it, and now I see 50-pound scales are $19.99. You know, so
I think I got mine for 50, and it goes up to 300 pounds.
yeah. So
Wow.
I need to get on it. I'll get on that. I promise you guys. By November, I'll have a scale, and I'll take a picture and throw a big celebration.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
Hey, Chris, I've got the little 3-pounder scale. Gotta use
I mean,
a pounder in my little calculator.
I'll show you guys. Here's my scale. But I mean,
Yeah, that's not what it looks like.
it gets the job done. Okay, we got. See, does Inventory Lab take it out of your credit card? Yeah, it takes it out of your credit card. It doesn't take it out of your seller account. Yeah, Caesar's in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Caesar.
I saw those palettes he had today. Those health and beauty palettes.
I didn't
I
see
know.
him.
Yeah, some of them.
Some of that.
Some of that looked pretty. I was actually just talking to him on Facebook because I got some of his Halloween stuff. He's got some good clean stuff.
Yeah, you guys hit up Caesar's Facebook group if you're not a part of it. Wholesale profits.
I got to show you this one thing I got. This was from his. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Watch this. Let's see if I can-
That's cute.
Wait, no, it lights up. I gotta hit the switch here. Find it. Now it doesn't want to do it. No, wait, it's gone.
It's camera shy.
No, wait. I had them all going at one time, so there's... Figures, now that I want it to work well. I already did the packing list for this too.
You play with it too much and wear out the battery.
Yeah.
All of them? I have. Oh wow. Anyway, his stuff is good. Here it goes. Let me see that. The lights
Nice.
flicker
Oh
on.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. But yeah, he's got. I saw some of that health and beauty aid stuff.
Let's see. Yeah, you guys definitely need to check more into Inventory Lab if you want to get used to it.
Yeah, I
And
think I'm gonna toss Caesar like a grand this week and see what that turns into.
you hear that, Caesar?
Yeah.
Making money.
Well, I gotta go, guys.
All right, Barry.
I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate your information.
No problem,
All right,
Barry.
man.
Take care of yourself.
So long, Mike.
Keep
So long,
rocking and roll.
Tony. Take care.
See ya.
All right. Yeah. Andrea. That's Oh, we got who else is in the Turtle Power? Nice. Yeah. No. Right. You guys like my shirt? Yeah, but I mean, Inventory Lab is amazing. It'll let you know exactly what your profit is, exactly what your loss is. It'll tell you how much you're making ROI on the items that you do sell. It'll keep track of how much you've spent in your total inventory, how much it's valued at. I mean, it's amazing. I've never looked into Scan Power, but I mean, after looking at Inventory Lab, I don't even want to look that way at all. Like,
Can I weigh in on that?
yeah, go ahead, man.
I was
Definitely.
a heavy scan power supporter for a long time, and still am. I mean, I like Chris Green. I mean, to a point, I think he's kind of ad nauseum at this point. He's kind of a joke, but he's
Those are his words, not ours.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's become the truth. He's gotten too bad, and the programming at Scan Power has gotten ridiculous, and he just isn't there anymore, and he's left that, and he's running at least 3 other companies, and it's not going down the tubes, but it's just not his main priority. So Scoutify is a way better option than Scan Power nowadays, and it's also half the price.
Yeah. Oh yeah. About Inventory Lab, I didn't even say that too. You know, you get the free app of Scoutify. You know, you get to use that, and also it's included on the website itself too. So if you're doing some online arbitrage, you can just copy and paste the ASINs or whatever, and it'll give you the information. So and in fact, is that how you do your online arbitrage? We didn't touch base on it tonight like I wanted to. Do you use Scoutify and copy and paste items into that and check what your profit will be?
No, I use Scout on Inventory Lab. Is that what you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scoutify.
I
Yeah.
do that, and then I do. I have a subscription to. Right now, this is my last month with OA X-Ray, and I'm gonna be with onlinearbitrage.ninja, and it's a site that I'm helping kind of resurrect right now. That the developer's son needed emergency heart surgery, so we're kind of just fixing things up. So it's going to be up and running and ready in about a week or so, and good to go.
Yeah, you tell me about that last week. Does it only does like 3 different stores, or what does it do?
It only does Target and Walmart right now, but it has all the data for all the stores that OA X-ray does. So it's going to be a comprehensive list within about, I'd say, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, two or 3 weeks here, and then but the difference is that it just gives you a list of products rather than having you kind of filter out products. So it's
Okay.
really cool in that way. And
Is
you
it
can,
the same type of deal too, like $100 a month or something?
yeah, that's the current deal. Except I have a I have a coupon that I could obviously share with people for. I'd be happy to share with your group for $75 a month.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, so you guys, hit Travis up if you're watching the replay or watching live. If you want to look into that, what was it called? Online arbitrage ninja.
The onlinearbitrage.ninja.
Ninja. Okay. So you guys hit him up and he'll hook you guys up with that. In the chat, they say scan palette tells each item on the label where it's going to go, which is a huge game changer and a time saver.
What it's gonna go?
Yeah, they're saying that's what they said in the chat, that it'll tell you I guess on the label where it's going to go.
The same things happen when you print it off from Amazon, but okay, I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's whatever works for you, whatever helps your business. I mean, like me, I use a foot scale. It helps my business. I don't care, but I'm using a foot scale. Uh, it's just whatever works for you. I mean, that's one thing about the Amazon FBA Motivators is we won't down anyone's way of how they do their business. All we're going to do is support it, try to help them, um, whatever ways we can. I'm definitely no expert, but I can get on video. I can try to give people motivation to get out there and get stuff, and I'll even show stuff that I find, because I love seeing videos of people finding stuff, and like all these people who post the videos of them garage selling and stuff like that. I'm like, man, I wish it was the weekend all the time. And I mean that's what's gotten me so pumped up about going thrifting and stuff is, these people pumping me up about it, and that's what this group is all about. And so I don't want anybody thinking who's watching the video or the replay that we're not trying to down anybody. It's just, we're just telling you guys how we run our business, and I like to talk to everybody and see how you guys run your business as well. Let's see, Andrea, we just started September 1st. I feel like I ask way too many questions, but some to learn from people who know what they're doing and don't sugarcoat anything. Exactly. You know, yeah, I mean, Travis has a lot of information. Mike has tons of information. Monty has good information. I mean, I have some good information too, but you guys just have to ask questions. Um, it's not all about paying for courses. I'm not saying Travis, not down in your course or anything.
No, it's not. It's not all about
Yeah,
that. It's about
yeah,
DMing me, and that's a good way to get in touch with me.
yeah. I mean, that's awesome. You guys, a lot of people won't even talk to you unless you give them some money in their pocket. And I mean, that's why Travis, you're welcome on here anytime, man. Because I appreciate the work that you do, man. And you definitely last week, I was like, I got to get some more stuff shipped out. When you tell me 600 items a week or whatever you send out, man, that's mind blowing to me.
It's I mean it's a lot of wholesale, and it's a lot of replens, and it's a lot of it's not a lot of it's not a lot of cutesy stuff, like
Yeah.
or sexy stuff. It's like um, shoes and you know just stuff that sells, but at the same time that you wouldn't necessarily want to go shopping for.
Yeah. Yeah, and some people, like my wife, she doesn't like the whole thrifting thing, and I do, so we kind of butt heads about that. I've always been into treasure hunting. Like she's more, she likes walking around, like Target, Walmart. She likes scanning everything she can, and that's how we make a good team with this. That's how, like, last week she went out and spent almost $300 on retail arbitrage, and then I was like, well, just give me a little bit of money and I'll go thrifting, and we had a good time doing it, and I mean, it was awesome shipping off that much stuff, but it's, there's not a right way of doing it, of doing this, that's that's what I was trying to say earlier too, when we were talking about shipping this stuff out, I was like, yeah, I could ship it in and stuff. I mean, it could be there by time my disbursement goes through, but I'd rather not take that hit of the 50, $60, because right now, I mean, I'm doing this part time, and that that's $60 going thrifting can turn into a lot more money, So I'd rather wait until Monday to ship the stuff off. And people will butt heads about how they do their business model, but really, at the end of the day, it's your business. It's not theirs. It's no one else's. So, however you guys want to do it, but hit Travis up, hit Mike up, hit me up. I mean, I'm always on my phone. Like, I usually try to answer people back within minutes. Except Travis, I think you commented on the thing, but I was eating when you commented, so I didn't see it. But you guys are more than welcome to message any of us, and we'll give you guys information. But I think we've gone through for an hour. Is there anything else you got? Any of you guys want to add to it?
I just want to add that there's no wrong way to do this other than that you need to make money.
Yeah. There you go. Mike, you have any advice? Last statement?
No.
No. He said nope. Monty, are you still there with us?
I'm here.
Oh, we got some echo. Anything you want to add?
My advice would be don't give up.
There you
Ask,
go.
don't give up. Get out there, research, scan, watch the YouTube videos.
There you go. Yeah, YouTube videos are amazing. I mean, watching somebody's haul video, I don't know. To me, like, I could watch haul videos like all day long. I love watching people's haul videos. I get jealous because of some of the things that they find, but it's awesome. That's a good motivator. If you guys, there's a few people that have sent me messages like, I just started. I haven't shipped anything off yet, but I really want to. I'm like, well, you should. I mean, if you really want to, you'll do it. That's the thing. You have to ship it off. If it's the money that you can't afford it, then just ship what you can. But definitely you have to get the ball going. I mean,
If
like
people don't know how to do it, they can watch Tracy Smith's videos on YouTube. Entrepreneur Girl.
yeah,
She has a lot of great how-to videos to get the ball
Yeah.
rolling.
yeah. I mean,
Also check out Dean's Periscopes as well. Dean's is very helpful for
yeah,
starting
yeah.
out.
Dean's is awesome. The Gilmans, I think it's under GilDaddy on YouTube. They're the ones. Those are the first people that I actually started watching that got me wanting to do this business. They have tons of videos. I've been following Steve Rakin's journey of every day of him. He's hitting pawn shops and thrift stores and doing some retail arbitrage. Brock, what was it? His is Orange Elephant 543 or something like that.
Yeah, Orange Elephant Lodge, Rock Parks. He's another good one you want to watch for.
Yeah, you guys definitely check his out. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that
Oh, there's tons. There's the Green
tons, yeah.
Bonafide Hustler, all those guys.
Bonafide, yeah, Bonafide's really good. Yeah, you guys just get on YouTube. Travis, have you made any videos?
Yeah, I've made a couple here and there, and then they're scattered all over the place on YouTube, to be honest with you. And then next week, if we talk, or when we talk, I'm going to have gone to a pawn shop by then, inspired by you, Chris.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, let me know how the pawn shop goes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this chat. If you guys wanna message me, I'm gonna keep the hangout open, and you guys can just pop in and we can chat and tell us what you thought about the show. If you're watching the replay, thank you guys for watching the whole show, and I hope you subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna actually start making some clip videos pretty soon. I'm gonna start using my camera and start making some videos and doing some haul videos. So you guys subscribe to the channel, and we'll get those up soon. And I will talk to you guys later.